Hello and welcome to this webinar. Today we're going to be talking about strategy and goal setting. We'll go through 7 steps today: situation analysis, objectives, customers, value proposition, marketing strategy, planning and measurement. First of all, situation analysis. This can help you evolve your marketing strategy and give you a good review of your business from looking at factors such as your internal strengths and weaknesses and external factors such as customer trends and competition. An easy way to do this is by completing a SWOT analysis. So here below is an example of a SWOT analysis cube, and you've got the internal and external factors there. So what you would do is write inside each of those boxes your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities and threats. Strengths are what are your brand, product or service and marketing strengths. An example could be you might have a really highly converting website, so you want to make this even better. So you might want to in your plan look to how you can increase the traffic to that website. A weakness are where you can make improvements to your brand, product, services or marketing. So another example based on a website is that you might not offer online training, but one of your competitor does. So your plan could propose to start those up. Opportunities are external factors of where you can increase success. So there might actually be an opportunity that you might need to start running a new class for adults, for instance. That could be an opportunity for you. Or a new school might be opening around, near your business. That's an opportunity there for you. Threats are external factors that could negatively impact your sales and profitability. So, for instance, new technologies that create new competitors, large competitors that can outspend you, or economic demographic shifts that cut the size or growth of your customer base. So by putting all of those things in there, it will really help you kind of identify where your business is at and also where you can take your business in the future. So creating your objectives. You can use your SWOT to help steer your objectives. For instance, where I was talking about the website or a new class, for instance, or whether or not you've done a SWOT, you should definitely have business objectives. An objective should be specific, measurable, attainable, realistic and time related. Example here could be increase your website traffic by 10% by the end of the year. So you've got what you need to do, you've got a measure and by when. Another way to help you set your objectives is using the sales planner in MyMA. That will help you put in your current figures, for instance your leads, your conversion rate, and it will show you kind of what track you're on to see your goals over the year. So that would be a really good exercise for you to do that. But also check your real-time KPI reports in MyMA too to see where you are now and what you want to set your objectives are going forward. Also, another important part of setting your marketing strategy is to understand who your customers are. So it'll help you with your marketing strategy and your tactics, but also your value proposition, which I'll come to next. So thinking about things like, do you know who your customers are, what their needs are, do you know why they join, why they stay, why they leave, and do you meet their needs? So knowing who your customers are will help with your marketing strategy because they may be parents, they may be adults, but knowing that will help you steer your strategy and your tactics that you use, because you'll be talking to those specific people. And then understanding why they join, that will be good for you to when you're creating your tactics, because you know why people join, and then you can talk to your customers based on that knowledge. And why they leave as well. So if you can try and understand why people leave, so for instance you can use the new automation in MyMA to send out a automated email when someone leaves you, and you can set up you can create your own survey, and having a kind of a an idea of why people leave will help you identify any consistencies from people that do leave you. And if you can identify any consistencies, you can make those changes. And it will hopefully help with retention going forward. And do you meet their needs as well? So that's kind of part of the why they stay. Are you meeting their needs? When they join you, I'm sure you ask them what they're joining for. So is it for confidence? Is it to keep fit? Are you meeting their needs when they do join? So keeping in contact with your customers and trying to kind of ensure that you are meeting their needs is really important too. And value proposition. So this will help customers decide why they choose you over your competition and show them what they'll get when they choose you. So it's a statement, and we have one on our homepage on our website, and it should include 3 kind of main areas: what you're selling, what's the benefit, and what makes you unique. So for example, here's our next one: everything your martial arts school needs, a single point of contact for technology, tools and expertise. We make it quick and easy for you to access everything you need to grow and manage your business. So I hope that illustrates kind of those 3 things there, and it just kind of helps set out what you do. It's a good exercise for you to do to kind of really understand your business and put it down into kind of a paragraph, and then putting something like that on your website will help your customers, because they'll read that and they'll go, yes, I want to be part of that. So creating your marketing strategy. So what is it? It's a plan for reaching specific marketing goals. So to get your goals, you need to take into consideration what you're doing well and where you can improve. And that kind of looks back at kind of what we were doing about setting objectives, looking at your SWOT, kind of really kind of honing in on what you need to do going forward. There is some confusion between strategy and tactics sometimes, so I thought I'd kind of do a little a game with you. But firstly, strategy is your destination. So where do you want to be? It will identify your challenge. It will say how you're going to deal with your challenge, and it will also give a set of actions to accomplish it. It usually includes the product, price, place and promotion. And tactics are what are you going to do to get to your destination. So it's a set of actions you choose to take to reach your end goal. So here's the game. So we need to decide whether these things here are either strategies or a tactic. So generate more leads through social media. This is a strategy. So it's kind of identifying what you need to do. So run Facebook advertising targeted at customer lookalikes. And that is a tactic. That's how you're going to do it. Run Google ads. Again, that's a tactic. That's what am I going to do? And drive traffic from new visitors to the website. That's a strategy. Improve customer retention rate. Again, that's a strategy. Email students with monthly offers. That's a tactic. I hope that clears it up for you and makes it a little bit more easier to understand. So once you've done that, what are the tactics you're going to do to achieve your goals, and when are you going to deliver them? So that's the marketing plan. That's where you kind of write down all the things that you're going to do throughout the year, the months ahead, to achieve your strategy. So it will help you achieve those goals, and it will help you identify kind of what you need to do to achieve those goals. So I would recommend you using the monthly digital planners that you'll find on the marketing toolkit. There's one there for every month of the year. They're in Excel, so you can either do it on your computer or you can print them off and scribble on them and stick them on your board. But they're a really useful tool to have to kind of plan out what you're going to do that month and the month ahead. If you've got kind of marketing strategy of you want to really increase your web traffic, then your tactics are going to be based on that. So it's really important to kind of have that plan and know what you need to do. But also you have a plan, but it's really important to also be agile as well, and we need to kind of remember that things change, and you need to kind of, so even though there is a plan, being agile is really important as well, to kind of act on kind of things that happen out of control. For example, 2020 is a clear example of how plans do change, and you have to kind of react to them. So that's a really important thing to remember as well. And lastly, measuring success. So do you monitor your strategy and your goals? Do you keep track of your KPIs? Do you know what's working and what's not? Keeping track with your goals will help you keep you focused. And I suggest doing this monthly at least, so you don't have any surprises at the end of the year. So really keeping on top of kind of what you had set at the beginning, and kind of keeping track on whether you're on track with it or whether you've achieved it is really important. Maya may have a host of KPIs on there and reporting to help you with some of the KPIs that you will use. So please use those as much as you can. But measuring success is super, super important in that, and it will help you then develop your strategy further, and help you develop your goals and your tactics that you use going on as well. And that is it from me. I hope that was useful, and thank you very much.